I was a youth pastor at Diamond Hill for about a year and a half, and we had a huge gym, and this gym's sitting here, this big building, it's sitting vacant. The church is dwindling, very few people coming to church, and and you saw a lot of, as it went to more of a Hispanic population, you just saw a lot of the friction on these people don't want to go to church with those people. And as that transition, you saw a lot of people holding back and going, well, you're not part of our club. And so when I kind of came in, I was like, well, this is basically boarded up. Nobody's using it, hasn't used it in 20 years. And it's like, we have a resource here. And so I opened it up and started inviting lots of kids in, and we would, do cool games and, have food, and not with a really serious agenda in mind, just more of getting people out, connecting, talking. And I was really, through that journey of taking those kids on a lot of different trips and getting them out of that area and seeing, there's a much bigger world out there. It's very interesting to see how narrow-minded they were on what they've been exposed to. And they're just like, well, this is all life looks like. I'm going to get into this gang like my big brother at this age, and that's my journey. And when you start connecting, you realize that they just haven't been exposed to anything else. And I did that for a year and a half, would have done it longer, but at some point my ministry got shut down because the board didn't want those type of people coming into that building. And that for me was such a blow on, you've built this, you have a couple hundred kids coming, they believe in it, they're transitioning, they're now coming into the church on Wednesdays, they're coming to Sunday, and for people to go, we don't want those people here. And for me, I'm like, okay, well, I can't be a part of this because that's not my heart. So that was a very interesting transition for me. So around the time I was 12, we moved to North Richland Hills, and that was also a really important kind of milestone. We thought we had arrived at that point, going from Northside to North Richland Hills. I think my parents' house, they paid $54,000 for this house that was falling apart, and it was across the street from North Richland Hills Baptist and church, and I was able, once again being homeschooled, to get really involved at that church. And the youth pastor, really, kind of poured into me, and then the music minister, Paul Pascal, played a huge impact in my life and really kind of took me under his wing. And that's where I started learning how to do technology, started running sound, setting up events.